Cut. Fish handling techniques. Let's talk about it. What's up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. My name's Kyle Fregis, and in honor of Northern Wisconsin Musky Opener kicking off this weekend, in today's video, we're going to talk about how to handle and measure a muskie. If you watched our last video, you've already seen this footage, but given the information's important and it was contained within a 35-minute vlog, felt to be prudent to pull it out into its separate own standalone video and include it as part of our educationally focused Beyond the Catch playlist. Before we jump into the footage here, it's important to note that this video will not be a comprehensive video in terms of all of the necessary release tools you would need if you plan to target and pursue muskies. We'll save that for a future video. What this video is intended to do is give you guys a high-level overview on what I believe to be best practices in terms of how I situate my boat and how I go about handling the fish to get a measurement, a photo, and then release the fish. And my practices and my handling techniques are my opinion only, and I can fully appreciate that there may be difference of opinion on this. Some folks may view my approach as too conservative, some may view it as not conservative enough. I think that's a good thing. I think the more we're having conversations about good handling techniques and educating in terms of a video like this or a YouTube short or something to get the information out there to the masses, the better off our fisheries are going to be longer term as we continually work to improve, right? There's no hard and fast rules as to how to handle a muskie, and we've adapted over time. I mean, for crying out loud, we used to shoot them in the head not that long ago. So I can fully appreciate that there'll be difference of opinion on this. And the one thing I want to drive home here, though, given the timeliness of the release of this video, is that hopefully it pushes us all to go into the season with a conservation-focused mindset. As we all know, stocking efforts are challenged if our bodies of water even get stocking. In Minnesota, our stocking efforts have been diminished. In Wisconsin, they've been reduced. And in Canada, a lot of the bodies of water are fully naturally reproducing bodies of water. So it's super important that we're handling these fish. And hopefully this video will have us all going into the season with a conservation-focused mindset. So with that, let's jump into the footage. All right, guys, we have fish number 6 in the bag. This is another big female. So we're gonna bump this one just because I think she's probably borderline on my personal best down here at 39.5. So we're gonna just measure her just to see. And while I'm at it, I might as well talk about handling. So as you guys can see, where I'm situated in my boat, I have the Net Buddy net safely secured in the Musky Buddy receiver. Super deep bag on this so that the fish can sit down in the water and recover and not be stressed. I've fished with some shallower bags in the past where that's been an issue, where the fish is barely down in the water. So super nice bag right here, easy to get. I can move it hands-free, right? So it's right next to me. So when I pull this fish out, if I need to get the fish back in the water instead of on the floor of the boat, it's pretty easy to go right over the side right here, right? And what we're gonna do, we're gonna wet the bump board. And what this does is it protects the slime coat on the fish. As you can see, I'm on my knees right here. I'm not standing up, I'm not situated. My bump board's gonna be right here in front of me. It's not gonna be at the front of the boat, it's not gonna be over here, it's gonna be right here. Because I want to make sure I'm handling that fish as little as possible and putting her in a position where if something were to happen and I lost control of her, she's not falling from up here, she's, you know, right there at the base level. So I'm gonna wet this real quick. Pretty easy to do, just dip it in the water. And now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna pull the bag towards the boat. It pulls the fish tight to the boat, makes it a little easier to kind of corral them in the net, pull her up and try and get my second hand underneath her belly as soon as possible so I'm minimizing the vertical hold on the fish. Very fired up. Okay, so second hand under the belly right away. There she is. Beautiful Iowa muskie. Their patterns are so cool. They look like cheetahs. Beautiful fish. Gonna bump her, right? Showed her to the camera quick. Bump her. She is shorter than the other one. She's just shy of 39. Pull her up, a little beat up from the spawn. Hold her up for the picture again. 1, 2, 3. Not wasting any time with the pictures. And then we're gonna go right off the back of the boat here, right into the water. Real easy for me to bend over and drop her into the water here.
and she's gonna be just fine. There she goes. Super, super strong, healthy release. But again, guys, I watch a lot of videos where guys have the net over the side of the boat, they pick up the fish, they walk over to the other side of the boat, they bump it, then they walk to the front of the boat and they release the fish. Keep it all contained right here, very low to the ground, right? If you drop that fish, she ain't gonna fall very far, right? You're minimizing the chance of hurting that fish or causing delayed mortality from a drop or something like that. So real easy, pull her out, bump her, hold her up, take some pics, right over the backside of the boat. Super shallow right here, very easy to handle them. And oftentimes when you're spot locked, your nose is into the wind so that there's an eddy back here and it's very calm. It's a very good spot for them to recuperate, and they fire off just like that one did.
Well, thank you for watching that. Hopefully you can take something away from this video. I fully appreciate that this wasn't a comprehensive video in terms of fish handling. For example, we left out, you know, where to place your hand inside the gill plate and where to put your thumb when you're holding the fish. Maybe we'll do a more comprehensive video in the future, but that isn't the point of the video for tonight. So with that, if you took anything away from this video, if there's things I missed, if you do things slightly different, leave a comment down below. The more information we can provide to the masses, the better off we're all going to be and the better off our fisheries are going to be. So let's all work collectively as part of this video to help educate and grow in terms of our musky handling techniques. And lastly here, guys, good luck this weekend out there on the water. For those who already kicked off their season, I hope you've been sticking a pile of fish, but to those getting out for the first time this weekend, good luck, be safe, and have a ton of fun while you're out there on the water. Stick a pile of fish, and I hope your releases are all super strong. So with that, that's all I got for you guys tonight. Thank you so much for watching, and we'll catch you on the next spot.